All right, good morning. So today I actually already got all my running in. Did a slightly over 3 mile run this morning. I got a new Apple Watch. Well, new to me, it was used. But I wanted to start tracking my heart rate, tracking my calories, tracking my workouts, so that I had data that I could track and start to set goals based on what my baselines are. So today was the first day that I left the phone at home and did everything off of a watch while I was running. But because of that, I wasn't able to take video and stuff like that. So I may or may not do that in the future. Not entirely sure. Maybe for the longer runs, I'll do that so that I'm not carrying the phone around, but we will see. So moving on today, in enthusiasm makes a difference. So this chapter talks about enthusiasm being like measles, mumps, and disease, that it's contagious. Only you want to catch it, because the amazing things that can happen in your life from being enthusiastic. So when you catch the enthusiasm of someone around you, it has the power to elevate you, but also to take some time to make sure that we're enthusiastic about the right things. So, for instance, being enthusiastic about your goal for life, your life's purpose, your creator, your God, your belief system, your religion, your system of ethics that makes you the upright, standing person that you are, because those are things that can't be taken from you, right? You know, if you set your entire enthusiasm and self-image around the fact that you decided you're going to make $10 million, well, when you don't make $10 million, now your self-image sucks, and you start to have bad days, and you have pity parties, and you never get over it. But if your self-image and your enthusiasm is for the work for the habit, for knowing that through Christ you can do all things, and developing that type of enthusiasm, you will be amazed at how much you can actually get done, and then how much the people around you will start to become enthusiastic because of your enthusiasm. And so I'm fired up about that, because I'm trying to be a more enthusiastic person. I'm becoming the type of person who is enthusiastic on a daily, hourly, monthly basis. Next up, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Again, this book is not what I had thought it was going to be. Today's chapter talked about a couple different concepts. I'm going to break down just 2 of them, because I think they're extremely important. And the first is what he called the maturity continuum. And that's how we go through periods of infancy where we're dependent, where we're completely dependent on others for our survival. And then the goal is to shift as we get older into independence. And then the third phase of maturity, most people never actually get to, and that's interdependence. And what that is where you are so independent in yourself that you realize that in order to reach higher levels of success, we need to become interdependent and have co-op and teamwork and move about in society in a way that helps move society forward, not just ourselves. And most people are so focused on becoming independent that they think that they're becoming interdependent, or they start to see interdependent in the wrong light, and that they have this paradigm mentally that interdependence is the same as dependence, and they're very different, because you can't be interdependent until you have already established that you can be independent. But you need to be able to work your way through that. And so he also broke down another thing that I liked, was that he talked about 3 types of assets. He talked about financial assets, he talked about emotional assets, and he talked about human assets, right? So physical, financial, and human. And that where we fall on that maturity spectrum may be different on each of those categories. That we may be financially dependent on our family, financially dependent because we haven't developed a work ethic or a source of income yet. Whereas emotionally, we may be independent. And then when it comes to human assets, where we have social gatherings, we may have an interdependence. So it all depends on on each one of those categories, you could be at a different level of maturity. And so I like the way he breaks that down, because there are assets that we have financially that we grow and mature. There are assets that we have physically that we grow and mature. Our ability to sustain ourselves, to eat, to drink, to stay healthy, to work out. And then that interrelational aspect of the human asset of our ability to influence in a positive direction those around us. And so I really love this book. Again, not going the direction I had initially thought, but still really excited about this book. So with that being said, I will talk to you soon. Stay active, stay accountable, condense the pain. Let's get it. Bloop.